there's music, that means it's time for Animal Talk, helping people with their pets. Some of the best doggone pet people on the planet, like this guy.
I'm Brian Donovan.
I'm Jamie Flanagan, just making sure everybody has a good time. And obviously we are live again, and this time,
5th annual Detroit Bulldog Rescue Rockabilly Cook-Off, Chili Cook-Off.
Yeah. So it's there's like a real rockabilly band, Cindy Lou and the Red Hot Royals playing behind us.
They are awesome, by the way. We were
They are.
singing, Jamie. I mean, we could probably steal their mic and start singing the rest of the song.
We were gonna kick into some karaoke, but we're here at the Village Workshop in Northville, and this is Brian. I have to compliment you because this is just an incredibly wonderful place and space, and you donated it for the cook-off today, so it's just an amazing spot.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a maker space by day, but we rent this space out for events, and for a group like the Detroit Bulldog Club, this is a 501c3 corporation, so they're nonprofit, so we're helping them to help raise money for the cause.
This is like way live, and we set up in the middle of traffic, and we did this intentionally because people are coming and going with their pets and their bulldogs.
Bulldogs know no boundaries.
No, and apparently bulldog owners either. But today's the day for people finding out more about adopting a bulldog and bringing it into their life. I'm a cat guy. I've always had cats, and I got mine from the Animal Welfare Society. Kirby, I got him. God, it was like when I first met you. Is when we got Kirby. It was like in 1995. It was way back, and we had him for 18 years. And then the next guy we got, again, the Animal Welfare Society, and that's where I found my cat. And they were like, they treat the animals well, and I go back to them again. Where have you adopted animals?
Oh, absolutely. My last, 6 dogs, have been rescues or working with breed groups that have, breed-specific rescues. But this is a breed-specific rescue. This is the Detroit Bulldog Rescue, and people have to understand when you get a bulldog, when you adopt a bulldog, there's a lot of special considerations. They're a brachiocephalic dog, which means the nose is smashed in, like a pug, or some of the bully breeds they call them. So that creates some, they can be compromised, like in hot weather. In fact, it's only like 60 degrees out here, but you can see a lot of the dogs panting because, best case scenario, they're still kind of gasping a little bit for air. So they do have some special considerations, some skin considerations where, they have all the folds in the skin. So that could create some, bacterial infections and a lot of moist areas for the dog. And in general, they're just such a fun breed. They're a fun dog. They're not for everybody, just like every breed.
Sure.
Not for everybody, but this is a chance where people can come and see these dogs up close and personal.
Talk about up close and personal. We were just looking for your friend here, and this is. That's it.
All right.
In a moment, but he's been mobbed because he's a DVR favorite.
We're here with Stacey Sloane.
You taking that?
Yeah. Okay.
Are they?
You're on.
Camera's right there, Stacey Sloane.
It's a podcast, like nobody sees us.
No, well, this is a podcast with video.
Well, you gotta be on video.
It wasn't going to be a video until we saw your hair, so we asked somebody to come in with some video.
Thank you.
So this is the 5th annual
Yes.
Detroit Bulldog Rescue Rockabilly Chili Cook-Off.
Yes.
And who do we have here?
This is Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Jimmy?
Did he just open that himself?
I opened it. This is Heather, and Heather is the president of our rescue, and she is taking amazing care of Jimmy. Jimmy has what issues does Jimmy have? Okay.
Now, Heather, why don't you tell us, how long has the Detroit Bulldog Rescue been in existence?
So Detroit Bulldog Rescue has been in existence for about 26 years, I believe, and I've been running it for about 16.
And this is your 5th annual event for the Chili Cook-Off. And what's the goal of the Chili Cook-Off?
Raise funds for medical bills.
Do you have a monetary goal in mind, or just hope for the best?
We have a lot of medical bills. So on average, we spend about, $700 a dog every time we get a new dog into rescue. Jimmy's a great example of a very severe case that we have. He's got spina bifida, but he also had to have his back leg amputated last week.
Last Thursday.
And what was the condition that he has? Is it nerve damage? I think he had nerve damage, which was why he was not able to walk from birth. So he's real spunky though.
He's very spunky right now.
Because he doesn't know. I mean, that's the great thing, is that he's never known that he had any type of disability. But even when a dog is in like relatively decent health, we still have to spend money to get the dog up in a new home. But a dog like Jimmy, this was representative of thousands of dollars of medical bills that if we don't have events like this, we can't take dogs in really at all.
But you brought up a good point about the breed, specifically English Bulldogs. They have special considerations. Just like any breed, it's not a breed for everybody. What are people going to expect when they have an English Bulldog? We talked about the brachiocephalic dogs. What are some of the special considerations or things that people should consider before adopting a Bulldog?
Well, they can be very high maintenance dogs, even though some people think they are not because they have short hair, but a lot of them do have breathing issues, might need surgery to correct that. They are not heat tolerant or cold tolerant, so they really can't be out in the summer very long. They do tend to have allergies, some hip dysplasia. I mean, what he's got is not something that's common, but we're seeing it common in what they're calling the designer colors. So you want to kind of warn people off of that. They're not actually supposed to be black dogs, and a lot of the black ones we're seeing are coming in have really major birth defects.
Really? I just saw somebody show me a picture of a Bulldog that was white with spots, almost like a Dalmatian. I've never seen that before. I've worked with dogs all my life. How common is that?
That's pretty common. I forget, there's a term for that, but that's okay. Those ones are common, but it's the black ones and the blue ones that are coming up and the fawn-colored ones. They're not normal colors for the breed, and there's some other problems coming up as they're producing them.
What do you think of the turnout here? Do you like what you're seeing?
It's wonderful. I'm so thankful, and Stacey does a wonderful job. I can't thank her enough.
I'll tell you what. This is. I've sampled some of the chilies here. This is top notch. This is not some a bunch of people just bringing their pots of chili. These are accomplished chefs, right?
Yeah, they're really good. We have some of the greatest chefs in the Metro Detroit area who come and support this event, and they've been supporting it from the beginning, so we feel really lucky about that. It's getting easier and easier for me to convince people and beg people to come and do this event because they really see that it makes a big difference. We really can't do it without the donations from the fundraisers, or even when people just go online and donate.
Well, everyone's having a lot of fun here. We were just at the kissing booth, and the dog that's in there now, I mean, she's not a beginner kisser.
She is a pro.
I leaned in, and the tongue was everywhere. That was my tongue, but I'm talking about, but the dog is pretty good as well.
She's great. Molly rakes in a lot of cash in the kissing booth. She is always very reliable for that. So we're always lucky. Ramona was her understudy in case Molly got tired, because Molly's 9 and Ramona's only 2, but Ramona already fell asleep. So she might get fired.
So Heather, is there anything I forgot? Anything we need to know about the Bulldog Club, or just in general about English Bulldogs?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Is there anything we need to know about the club? Anything that you want to promote? Is there a website or someplace where people can donate?
BulldogRescue.org. We are always in search of foster homes. We're always in search of volunteers to help at events and to come up with other ideas for fundraisers, because like I said, I mean, the vet bills for these dogs are enormous. So that is what we work towards, and we have to keep it up so we can keep helping special dogs.
Thank you. So Stacey, Heather, thank you very much. And it's Detroit Bulldog Rescue.org. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. This is a great event.
Thank you.
All right, so Trooper, and where did you get Trooper from?
DBR.
So, how long has he been in your life?
About a month.
Oh, okay.
Yep. About a
So,
month.
how's he doing? How's he behaving himself?
He's great.
Yeah?
He's great. Yeah, great dog.
Why'd you want a bulldog?
We've had them before. They're just the greatest breed in the world, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
And look at him, he's so handsome. And muscly.
Yeah. Hey, Trooper. So how old is Trooper?
He is 6.
Okay. Do you know any of his story?
Not much. One owner, and he's very well trained. He just was a little too much for her. She had a baby, and so we took over.
All right, right on. When you rented him, when you adopted him,
Yeah.
when you adopted Trooper, what precautions did they give you or tell you about taking care of a bulldog?
Well, like I said, we've been through it before, so we were prepared for the tail pocket and the ear infections and the eye infections and the nose rope and everything else. So, yeah.
The nose what?
Nose rope.
All right, tell me about that.
Oh, just the fold right over their nose. He even lifts it up when you go to clean it. He's a good boy. He helps you out
How often do you gotta take care of that when you own one of these guys?
daily.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, he's past the ear infection now, and but the nose rope daily and the tail pocket daily, and
Dried out nose.
yeah, he's got a dried up nose. We put coconut oil on it, so he's a good boy though. He doesn't
What-
mind any of it.
Was his tail cropped when you got? Did they have a tail and you crop? It gets cropped
No,
off.
this is how it is. They just they're just born that way. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, you enjoy them. You guys have
Thanks,
a
man.
good long time together.
Thanks. Absolutely. Thank you.
So yeah, we're here. It's the 5th annual chili cook-off, Bulldog Rescue, and just back to the camera. Not a good thing. It is a competition. There are about 15 chili makers here competing for the best, and
We have vegetarian.
there is.
We have chili made with lamb and bison. We have it's an amazing selection of chili.
And so it's talking about the one made with lamb and bison, that is coming from The Worst Bar.
The Worst
And that's
Bar?
not W-O-R-S-T, it's W-U-R-S-T.
That's in Bratwurst.
And we got Mike here. Mike is here with us. Come on, step in between us here, Mike.
Sure.
And so Mike is here, and you guys are in Ypsilanti.
Yep.
And you're here for the chili cook-off, and we've tried a lot, and people get to vote with their bones. People get to throw the bone in a cup. And I was going over just to tell you guys I enjoyed it, and I saw your cup runneth over. You're doing well in the voting, and people are agreeing with me because I was heading my way to vote myself. So tell us a little bit about The Worst Bar and your recipe and what you guys do.
So we're The Worst Bar, and it's a gastropub, and so we grind all our own meats, we smoke all our own meats. Like nothing comes in that's all mixed. You know, if you get a burger there, it's coming from 1 or 2 cows tops. So
All right, that's great. So and it's
Located, where's the location?
Cross Street, it's right by Eastern Michigan University's campus.
all right.
Well, I tried it, and Jamie, you don't need to kiss up. The chili's free, so we both enjoyed it, and I don't know, it's my top pick, but there's a lot of other competitors.
Oh no, they've all been really, really good. I like spicy. My wife Colleen doesn't. It messes with her. But there's nothing that's too hot. That you guys have been pretty smart about it and haven't made anything too hot. If people want to add the spice to it, they can. And so is the chili your thing, or is the worst your thing? The worst.
Mostly it's bratwurst. That's what we do there. We do have chili on the menu, but the bratwursts are a big thing. We do all kinds of different exotic meats, elk, alligator, catfish, stuff like that. So,
And we can only get it by coming to your place?
yep, you got to come on down.
All right, so it's definitely worth a trip to Ypsilanti. Do you get involved in many of these cook-offs? Do you do many of these?
Yes, normally in the Washtenaw County area, though. We don't usually leave the county.
So what brought you out here today? What made you want to come to the Bulldog Chili Cook-Off?
Our owner there is friends with some of the people putting this on, and they reached out to us, and we said we'd come out.
Awesome. Well, it is a great cause. Thanks so much for being here. I got my vote in for you, and I think it's going to be. I think it's a shoo-in, man. Mike, thank you.
Thank you.
His first place choice. It goes to. This is kind of an upset. Oh wow. This is actually, if you've been following the Rockabilly Chili Cook-Off since its beginning, you know about like the rivalries that we have going on. This year we have an upset. And the first place winner goes to The Worst Bar.
Well, I'm going back for a bowl.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll go back as well. Maybe we'll steal the whole pot.
I think so.
Maybe they'll give us the whole thing.
If they got an extra carafe full, we can grab it and take advantage of it.
The band's starting up again.
That is, who's the band?
Lou.
Who's a Cindy Lou?
Cindy Lou. And I don't have my glasses on.
And the Red Hot Royals. They got a bunch of great sponsors. Of course, we're here at the Village Workshop. in Northville, which is an incredible makerspace. Brian, I'm floored every time I walk into this place. And we also have Vanity Vixen, Tito's Vodka, Union Street, and then the Great Lakes Culinary Centers. And there's a lot of great sponsors here.
Basically everybody who's anybody.
Yes. Helping
All
out.
the important people. If you want to pan around, we see Ben Affleck over there, Matt Damon. They're kind of having a tiff, so they're not really talking to each other. Everybody's here.
That's it. So it's your chance to put it on your schedule. Look for it on Facebook because this is the 5th annual. You know there's going to be a 6th, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So-
These guys, they have such a great organization, and they're able to get the word out. I mean, they're not missing anything. They're hitting on all cylinders. This is fantastic.
And they need help all year round. It's Detroit Bulldog Rescue.org. So whenever you're seeing this, you can always go to DetroitRescueBulldog.org and see when their next event is coming up because they know how to do it. They know how to do it right. The kissing booth.
Oh, kissing booth. In fact, we got to go back. We got to go back. I need round 2.
I need seconds
I
on
need
the
my
kissing
fix.
booth, I think. I think it's going to do it for this week in Animal Talk and the 5th annual Detroit Bulldog Rescue Rockabilly Cook-Off. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
Enjoy your week.
And we'll be back on Thursday answering your questions. We'll have Dr. Yvonne Provisi answering medical questions. And I think let's go get some more chili.
Let's get some chili.